Yo, what is up guys? Barbaric here, and in today's video, this is the brand new series on the channel. Every week we will be doing a Prove Me Wrong episode, which it basically challenges me to examine a gun and to prove to you guys that it is one of the best guns in the game. And in this video, the automatic sniper rifle is the best gun in the game. So as you watch my video, comment down below why you think it's not the best gun in the game, and I'll read your comments and I'll address it in a later video, which could be like a little Q&A video after this video, maybe taking place next Monday when the next Prove Me Wrong video will air, which so it'll be like 2 videos on that day. So go in the comment section and prove me wrong, look at my points and say why I'm wrong. So the gun is the automatic sniper rifle. The rarities are blue, purple, and the legendary rarity. Basically, it acts as an AR, kind of like the scoped AR from last time, but it has many sniper rifle characteristics to the gun. So from the latest patch notes, a blue rarity went from doing 31 damage to 40 damage, a 9 damage increase, and it also increases for the other ones, where it now is 40, 42, and 44. And it also has a 2 times multiplier for headshot damage. So if you have the 44 damage one, which is legendary, you will do 88 damage to the head. So that is one of the biggest changes they've done to a gun. Adding 9 damage per shot from a gun, that is a huge change, and we're gonna go into an analysis on what changed for the gun. So how it holds up in gameplay. Over the matches that I went through, it actually looks like it is a very good gun to use in the game. Now, if it's a gun that you should use early or later in the game, I think it is a gun where you should use around the middle of the game, where everyone is running around and people are sort of medium range away from you, as that is where it does the best. Medium range, not too far or not too close, then it kind of gets weaker. So the gun has some bullet travel time. It's not like hit scan like what they did with the recent scoped AR, where it's now hit scan. So yeah, that is taken into factor. But from medium range, you don't really see a difference from medium range, as you can basically gauge how far the opponent is and hit him pretty easily. And it also shoots at a very fast fire rate, so it doesn't really matter if you miss a couple shots, because all that matters is for you to get those 2 or 3 shots in on your opponent. Now, I view this gun as something that would do attrition damage to someone, get them weak, so you can go and push with your shotgun and then have like an SMG or an AR to finish them off. It's not one of those guns where you want to instantly kill your opponents like a sniper rifle, or with an AR you shred them to basically dead. This is not what this gun is, and that's why I am going into what slot you should have it in. Now, normally players have their shotgun slot, their AR slot, their miscellaneous slot, where they either get some sort of another transportation, another healable, or they carry another gun, as I like to view it. Then you have your healable slot, and then lastly your transportation slot. That's normally how I play the game, and most of the people play the game. Now in competitive, it's normally you should have like a pump, AR, and then a lot of transportation and meds. So this gun does not fit in your AR slot. It fits primarily in that miscellaneous slot, that slot where you normally carry an RPG or a sniper rifle, that basically extra slot where you could use it for another gun and it would help you out in that manner. So if you don't really like sniping, you don't really like using an RPG if you blow yourself up or something like that, or a grenade launcher, which is not that big in the meta, you can use the scoped assault rifle. It does hold up to what you're expecting. It's basically a safer sniper in the sense that you might not get your first snipe off, but you are getting some shots in if your aim is good enough. And an RPG does not hold that many rockets, so you might not have max rockets, causing you to just have that slot pretty much useless if you get unlucky in that category, or people just keep blocking your RPG slots and it doesn't get useful. And it's also sort of a one-type use gun, especially if they're pushing you. You shoot one off and that's it, because you won't have enough time to reload as you're getting pressured. So that is why it is pretty viable in that category. Now, the stats of the gun, I will be comparing it to a blue AR, since it's common enough to get a blue AR if you live out the game. It might be more rare to get a SCAR, so we're comparing it to a blue AR right now. And as you can see, The automatic sniper rifle has a DPS of 176, while the AR has a DPS of 181. So overall, it has a higher DPS, but that is mostly because of the fire rate and the magazine size. As you can see, that the damage is 11 more on the automatic sniper rifle, meaning that you probably want to deal a lot of heavy damage to your opponent and then go in for the kill, as it does 88 headshot damage. That is a lot of headshot damage. If you do two headshots, they're already almost dead. They're at like 20 something HP. And if you do a headshot body shot, 70 or high 60s HP. So they will get really weak, and it's not uncommon to hit a headshot, as I hit a lot of double headshots or just regular headshots. And if you're hitting body shots, you're mostly going to hit around 2 to 3 chained in a row. So it is very useful. And you don't really need more than 16 bullets, because you just want to hold your trigger button. As I like playing with it, you want to hold your trigger button and just keep spraying at opponents until your whole mag's out. 16 bullets is enough to where you're standing there, you're spraying, and then you build a wall. Because if it's any longer than that, if it's 20 bullets, someone can snipe you, you can get hit in the back, stuff like that. So I think 16 bullets is just the right size, but it does have a reload time of 3.4 seconds. It does tend to take a little longer, but again, you don't really need to reload it if you are aggro on someone, because as soon as you go close range or you try to run away, it's not really as useful as it could be, because it's not as good as a sniper, in the sense that very far away, as I said, the bullets have travel time, so it is really hard to hit consecutive shots. So at most, you probably will only get an 88 headshot, and that's it. That's the end. So yeah, that's something that the gun is good at. Where if the stats are heavier on it, it doesn't look like it will perform as well. It doesn't matter, because it is complemented by the way the gun works. So yeah, I will definitely be checking this gun out more. I am loving it so far. It is doing really good for me. It's been doing pretty well. I mean, it's been doing pretty well. It acts like the OG scoped AR, but it's doing a lot more damage. As a scoped AR, I think it was doing around the 20s or something. This is basically double. So it's like the scoped AR times 2. So yeah, guys, that will be it for this video. Again, as I said, go in the comment sections, prove me wrong, and I might be able to answer your questions in the Q&A video next week on Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.